Okay, let's do this again, this time with a microphone. I do have a bit of a cold right now, so if I sound funny, that's why. Today we are covering Superman 95, and the first story, Susie's Enchanted Isle, which I have an issue with because it didn't feel like it was taking place on an island. Maybe they mentioned it was on an island. It wasn't really that big of a deal, but it involved a sultan, which generally screams Middle East and not, islands. I don't know, maybe they just thought it was an interesting title. Anyway, the story sees the return of Susie, who is Lois's niece. If you forgot Susie, because she hasn't shown up in a while, she was a golden haired little child whose whole thing is that she told like white lies, fibs, tall tales. She made stuff up. That's all there is to Susie, though she's involved in one of my favorite Golden Age stories of this whole series we've been doing, which was Superman a la Cinderella, or Cinderella a la Superman. I always get it flipped. Here, Susie has gone through a bit of a redesign. Nothing really huge. She's now a redhead with freckles. So, I don't know, maybe they were trying to go for cuter. I don't really know. It feels like a unilateral move at best. Susie has been out playing and has found her friend's father's time machine because in the Golden Age you can just throw a rock and hit a time machine that's going to be forgotten about in the next issue. God, how many time machines have we had? I should have kept count, but I wasn't expecting this for a time machine to show up in every, I don't know, 10 issues of something. So she accidentally sends herself back in time, and Superman has to show up to go get her. This time, and as we've talked about before, Superman's traveled in time different ways, using a time machine or just flying through space or doing what he does in the first Superman movie. Here he explains that he goes faster than light and breaks the space barrier, and that's how he goes back in time. Luckily, the time machine had like 4 possible destinations, so he goes to each one and ends up back in time where there's a sultan, and Susie's basically an Arabian Nights. She's been telling stories to the sultan. Now the sultan thinks Superman has a genie and needs him to accomplish a few feats to get the time machine back so we can get Susie back and himself back. He can't just get the time machine because she's told him about Superman. Oddly, she's been accurate for someone who lies a lot, that he can't see through lead. Now, once again, whenever someone claims that they put something in a lead box, Superman's first go-to thing is to use his X-ray vision to find the lead boxes and go through all of them. He's super fast. It's just like an extra step and time-consuming, but like if he hid it underground or something, that's going to stand out. But he doesn't go through that. So what we now have, after all that setup, is just a story where he's doing whatever the Sultan wants. And it's not particularly heroic. It's just like, make a gold dragon, make a magic carpet. Okay. There's no like build up to the climax, which is just being handed the time machine back. And there isn't much conflict with Superman making these things. They happen really quickly, though the coolest thing he makes is a golden dragon. Doesn't come to life like that one dragon he made in the previous story. See, I'm running out of steam here because the story ran out of steam as soon as he got back in time. All he does is filler stuff. There's no story to that story. There's no conflict to him making things. He just makes things and like, okay. It's like doing a genie story where all 3 wishes happen one right after each other and are fine, and the genie just goes away. Hey, thanks. See, I'm stretching this. I am trying to find anything to say, but there isn't much to say to this idea of, well, it feels like filler. You had an idea and you didn't do anything with it. Again, it's disappointing. You forgot to actually have Superman face some sort of challenge here. He just does the things. It's so empty. Okay, that is it from Superman 95, Susie's Enchanted Isle. I don't think this was on an island. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, hit the bell icon to get notification when a new video goes up. I do this Monday through Friday, but Friday is Bat Friday. We cover a Batman story and either Detective Comics or Batman. Until next time, let's ponder the question, whatever did happen to the Man of Tomorrow? I would have rather him just straight up be in a Aladdin type story where he's the genie. Because at least there, he probably would have been saving people and taking down an evil Vizier. That would have been an actual plot. Okay, have a great day.